3, 2, 1, and we're green! As they head down in the turn, 2, 3, and 4 wide, already all around the Freedom Factory. Cars already going sideways, big contact into the outside wall in turn number 2. Parts and pieces flying everywhere, but the Enduro rules, you must press on. First lap in the books. Jacob Smalley, the number 71 car with the advantage. He's got company Zachary Curtis and the number 63 on the outside. And keep in mind, you've got cars on the backstretch on the outside, and on the inside, cars will be bobbing and weaving inside and out all race long. Cars getting sideways, because remember, this track took quite a bit of rain earlier just before the start of the event, so drivers will have to be cautious against slipping and sliding all over the speedway. It's going to be the 63 of Zachary Curtis out in front. In the number 63 machine ahead of the number 71 of Jacob Smalley. William Hindman quickly into third as the field really starting to spread out now, as already our leader Zachary Curtis into lap traffic. Already putting the number 5 machine of Edger Summit a lap down. You see all different types of cars. You'll see some SUVs. You'll see some shorter compacts, some neons. I think I may have even seen a Corolla or two back there as well. Even a pickup truck out here as cars going slipping and sliding all over the place. There you see the 488 on the backstretch, and we've got all sorts of contact as cars are trying to get around through the obstacles that are parked on the backstretch. Right there, our leader. Here you see the 63 machine. What a shot from up above. There you see from our drone angle, there's cars down on the inside and on the outside of the back straightaway, so the cars have to go low and high to try to avoid those obstacles. So 6 laps look to be complete. We've still got 19 laps to go on our timing and scoring. And it's still all Zachary Curtis, over a 3-second advantage. And it looked like third place car, Jacob Smalley, made some contact with the outside wall in turn number 2, and he's going to lose some time. One of the big obstacles is that you do have lap traffic in these faster cars. They're going to have to work to try to navigate around them, and they don't want to get caught up in somebody else's mess. Leaders working through turn number 3 and 4 now, or rather down the back straightaway, excuse me. And we're going red. Red flag coming out. Red flag is out. They've got a couple of back green. Everybody firing back off once again. 16 laps to go. Shot there. You see the obstacles on the back straightaway as our leader continuing to work through the traffic, coming up on the back of the number 3, Cletus McFarland out here. Getting a taste for the Enduro action here tonight in the War-Off 5-4 Enduro. Our leader continues to be the number 63 of Zachary Curtis. William Hindman running in second. Raymond Rogers was in fourth. Jacob Smalley took the third spot that last time, and Alan McClellan rounding out the top 5, the number 27 car. Curtis over about a 1.5 second advantage right now over the 89 of Hindman. Car 2 in between them. As you're going to see these cars slipping and sliding and drifting all over the place because of the rain that was put down a little bit earlier. Wasn't a ton of rain, but it was just enough to make things interesting here tonight. And this is just the first race of many here tonight for the Tour of Destruction of the War-Off 5-4 Enduro. As we are approaching 13 to go, as this one is really starting to click off some laps here, as the 63 of Curtis is definitely showing that he's got the car to beat. But it's a long race, and anything can happen with these older cars. They've got to try to survive all of the laps in this race. Sometimes these cars get a little beat up, might hit some debris that's on the speedway, could potentially bust something underneath the hood or underneath the race car that could really mess things up as they continue on. Now as we're approaching almost 10 laps to go, as Curtis, our leader, works down the back straightaway, bobbing and weaving between the obstacles that are parked back there, but really doing a nice job. And now, luckily for the leader, starting to get to a portion of the racetrack where he's got clean green racetrack in front of him, not a lot of lap traffic to have to worry about, and he can just settle into a nice groove here and try to bring it home with now 10 laps to go in the War-Off 5-4 Enduro. You see our leader coming up on lap traffic. Still looks to me, I believe we've still got 12 cars, I think it's 12 or 13 cars still on the lead lap in this one. So the red flag does come out late in the going here. This one is not over just yet, so Zachary Curtis doesn't want to count his chickens before they hatch. He's certainly been the car to beat. He's had the lead all race long, and some drivers are doing some incredible maneuvers on the backstretch. It's not a whole lot of fun being side by side when you come off the corner, knowing that you've got to get down and miss those obstacles, not only on the first part of the backstretch on the outside, but then you've got to get down to the ones on the bottom. And move back up the racetrack before you hit the big bump coming into turn 3. That Zachary Curtis, who was enjoying a couple of laps ago, has now gone to the wayside as he's got a ton of lap traffic ahead of him now. Here you see him coming up on a gaggle of cars, and SUVs. We've got all forms of vehicles on the speedway tonight. And Zachary Curtis has now got to try to dodge all of this traffic, and this is going to get intense. Less than 7 to go. They'll be coming to the line this time by. There'll be 5 to go. So 5 laps remaining for the 63. Zachary Curtis trying to seal the deal here tonight in the War-Off I-4 Enduro. And a call around on the back straightaway with 36. That is not a spot you want to be in, but he's going to have to try to get it going again. Looks to be the 36 of Tommy Youngman, who's actually having a pretty good night running up in the top 5, and this is going to mess things up for him late in the going. Down to it now, less than 5. 4 to go. And now 3 to go as Curtis hits the stripe. And he's trying to lap this field. Red flag is coming out, and that is not what your leader wants to see. We're going to set ourselves up here for a 3-lap shootout with 8 to go. Zachary Curtis, the dominator of this one so far, but he has got a long way to go here. Some fast cars behind him, William Hyman in the 89, Alan McClellan hoping that the 63 of Curtis has some issues up in front. And it looks like 71 of Jacob Smalley might be one of the last cars on the lead lap here, as Curtis has been able to lap basically up into the top 5, but he has got a gaggle of cars around him there. They go 3 wide through the middle of turns 3 and 4. And right along the front stretch, 4 wide, headed down into 1. Curtis trying to pick and choose which line is going to be quicker and faster. And there goes the 71 car nearly going around. '32 machine, James Erb up into the top 3 in that red compact Civic hatchback. But up front, it's been Curtis for most of the race, but now William Hyman in the number 89 starting to force the issue. And Hyman able to take advantage of these red flag periods as Hyman's got the lead as he's trying to work underneath Cletus McFarland, who drifts it off the corner. What a move by Cletus to avoid the cars on the back straightaway. Coming to the line this first time by. There'll be 2 laps to go. William Hyman and Zachary Curtis setting up for a shootout of the finish. That's Hyman in the black and orange 89, and then you've got Curtis in the 63. They're going to approach some lap traffic. They're going to split and go right to the outside and the inside, and they still remain side by side. Hyman on the bottom, Curtis on the outside, headed to the white flag. 1 lap to go in the War-Off 5-4 Enduro. One more time through 3 and 4. Curtis drifts right up the racetrack. Hyman to the bottom. Curtis is going to get one more crack at him. Down the back straightaway, he's right in tow of the 89, but Hyman on the bottom of the racetrack. Clear soon ahead of him, but here comes Curtis. He'll take a peek to the outside, but it's going to be William Hyman winning the War-Off 5-4 Enduro. Zachary Curtis is going to finish second. We'll see James Erb in the number 32 try to come around here and round out the top 3. So it'll be James Erb finishing in 3rd. Raymond Rogers is 4th. Jacob Smalley rounds out the top 5. Cletus McFarland brings it home 6th. Randy Tyler 7th. Michael Johnson 8th. J.H. Diesel runs 9th. Bigfoot Taylor in the 488 rounds out the top 10. But give a nice big round of applause for your War-Off 5-4 Enduro winner, the 89 of William Hyman. Make some noise for the Twin Stunt Show. The Twin Stunts motorcycles consist of 2 young, energetic twin brothers, Sawyer and Shannon Schmidtman. Making Twin Stunts the only twin freestyle stunt show in the world. Twin Stunts, a Yamaha-sponsored stunt team that specializes in live-action thrill shows and currently have shows booked all across the country. But they're here and ready to put a show on for you here tonight at the Freedom Factory. Let's make some noise for the Twin Stunts motorcycle crew. All right, race fans, they want you to make some noise, and there they go. She's been teacher of the year, I swear, for 5 years in a row. I've got some 3 bikes on the speedway now, trying to keep a wheelie running all the way from the front stretch down through turns 1 and 2. So far, so good. Can they keep this wheelie going the whole way around the 3/8 mile here at the Freedom Factory? Freedom Factory fans, make some noise, cheer them on as they're coming around through turns 3 and 4. Can they do it? Let them hear it all the way around that one wheel. People that you know what I got. Give him a nice hand one more time here coming by. In this big city we're in, when I go back home, I got some famous friends. Yeah, Twin Sites Motorcycle Crew, they were set up down in the breezeway as well. You get a chance to go by and check them out. They're right next to where the Tour of Destruction merchandise and t-shirts are on sale, and you see them still putting on a heck of a show here for you. Getting a little burnout here as well. Little poetry in motion here. Check that out. The twin brothers, Sawyer and Shannon Schmidtman. How about it? Let them hear it. Let them hear it. Incredible what these young men can do here on the bike. That's incredible.
Must be a billion of them just doing their thing. Right what God put them.
Check that out, look, Ma, no hands. All the way down the front stretch, that's incredible. Working it right up against the outside of the retainer wall and smoking the tires. All right, Freedom Factory fans, Shannon and Sawyer asking you to get on your feet and make some noise. They want to hear it. They want to hear you. Keep it going once again for the Twin Stunts motorcycle crew of Sawyer and Shannon Schmidtman. How about it, folks? Give a big hand. Make some noise one more time for the Twin Stunts motorcycle crew of Sawyer and Shannon Schmidtman. We are underway in the reverse race. There they go. Who is going to push the issue? Who's going to be too conservative? That's what it's going to come down to here in the reverse race. And we've already got problems on the backstretch. Our leaders, everybody going around, as you see, trying to drive out the back window. Not as easy as it sounds. Coming around the start-finish line, we've got a pretty good race up front. Aaron Yankee pretty experienced in this one. And Cletus McFarland hot in pursuit in second. Seth Kavanaugh third. Mark Froggy Murchie in fourth. Mark McDonald fifth. As the rest of the field continues to make their way around. But we got a side-by-side battle for the race lead. Cletus McFarland takes the lead. Seth Kavanaugh coming along with him in the Dale Senior Wrangler look number 3, as Cletus has got the lead. Seth Kavanaugh right behind him in second. Aaron Yankee a close third. And how about Froggy? Mark Murchie trying to move up into the third spot, as we've got a great battle for the race lead between McFarland and Kavanaugh. I mean, Cletus has got this thing just booking down the straightaways. So here in this race, there, the total distance for this one, 6 laps. So we're halfway through this one. 3 laps complete, 3 to go. As Cletus continues to show the way, Kavanaugh in second. Yankee has drifted a bit back to third. He's over 3 seconds back the last time by, and now Kavanaugh's got a lap car in the way, but he's able to get by the tadpole. But it's McFarland now by about 5 or 6, maybe more than that, maybe about 7 or 8 car lengths with an advantage. He really gets the gains on him down the straightaways, but it's in the corners where the 3 of Kavanaugh has really been gaining some ground. But he's running out of time as they're coming to the white flag. All right, folks, let's bring him home. Can Cletus get it done in the reverse race? One more time through turns 1 and 2. Kavanaugh hot in pursuit. McFarland, good steady line right down on the bottom of the racetrack. There you see a great shot from our drone right down the middle of the backstretch, trying to go the shortest way around. Kavanaugh picks up the speed. Here he comes. He's going to try to go to the outside, but he drifts too high. Coming to the line. Cletus McFarland's going to get it done. Cletus McFarland with the side-by-sides. So we're having a little trouble getting going, and there they go around the first barrel. Working their way down in, and everybody's stacking up on the infield portion of the track. And some of the guys can't get going. Trying to get it refired and moving. And this is going to be a big lead out in front. As again, they've got to work parts of the oval and then down in through the infield portion of the track as well. Slipping and sliding all around. And the lead is going to be the 991 of Travis Edwards. couple drone shots right now if you're tuning in on Cleater Vision. The drone getting right in all the action as they're ripping down through the infield portion of the speedway. Can't cut any of the corners there, can't miss one of the barrels. They'll issue a penalty for you if that happens. 669 of Fredrickson showing the way now. Oh no, excuse me, he was caught up in the tail end of the field here. Here comes our leader coming by. Still going to be the 991 of Travis Edwards. Contact there at the tail end of the field, coming right by the start-finish line. Used to seeing these things off-road, but getting them a chance to run a little bit on the pavement here and on the asphalt of the Freedom Factory, getting some of them out of their comfort zone there. And that corner there coming out onto the speedway is tight, and drivers have been having a tough time working their way through it. Edwards still continuing to lead the way. Watching our leader kind of cut through the grass just a little bit there. Here checking in on the 669 of Fred Fredrickson out of Palm Bay. Starting to string out now, trying to see if we can't find a couple of good battles here, right here at the start-finish line. As the 991 of Travis Edwards has got some company now. Halfway home in this one, 4 laps completed, 4 laps to go. Awesome to see these side-by-sides, what they could do and all the different ways. That there's so much power with these things, but not a whole lot of weight to them, so you got to be real careful as you're making your way from a transition from either down on the infield portion onto the speedway or vice versa, getting down into that flatter section of the track. And they're trying to clean up that infield a little bit for us and get some of that standing water we got down there to push around as well. Again, clicking down now, less than 4 to go. Coming to 2 laps to go. 2 to go, showing it to our leader. And I may have to double check on a name here. I hate getting guys' names wrong, but it looks like we may have a couple of the entries that don't have numbers listed. We've got Robert Petrozelli. Dieter Lizzie, excuse me. Getting down to it though, just 2 laps remaining. White flag getting ready to come out. And here we go, white flag in the air, and we've got a good battle brewing here. Fred Fredrickson, the 669, gets out of the way. Looked like earlier on, looked like Travis Edwards going to walk away with this one, but he has struggled here in the later portions of the race. Trying to finish it out here in the side-by-side race. One more time back in through the infield section and popping back out on the speedway. Checkered flag is out for the side-by-sides. side-by-side competitors, the 47 of Mike Neal, the 003 of Lem Rambo, 21 of Eric Stoner, the 991 of Travis Edwards, 669 of Fred Fredrickson, and the 627 of Scott Thrower. And of course our winner, the numberless side-by-side, Robert Dietrich Lizzie. Further down into turn 4 this time.
Here we go.
And there he goes up again on 2 wheels. And getting a little sideways there. And awful close to the side fence there and right up against the wall. Keeping just enough momentum to try to keep it going. Look at this, fans. He's gone even further this time. Midway through turns 1 and 2. Chris Morena. Can he keep it going down the back straightaway? Just about halfway there. Flawless so far, keeping just enough speed and momentum to keep it going. He now enters turn number 3 for the first time. Folks, what do you think? Is he gonna do it? Can he get it done? He needs to hear you. Let's cheer him on home. Almost there. Final time through turn number 4. Here he goes. Down the front stretch, Chris Morena, 3/8 of a mile on 2 wheels. Once again here, another attempt at the 2-wheel stunt. Up the ramp and up on 2 wheels. And our drone getting incredibly close there, getting almost underneath the truck. Look at this shot, you guys. If you're watching on Cleater Vision right now, you are seeing what a show. Gets it all the way down nearly into turn number 1, all the way almost through the center of the corner that time, so definitely making some gains there. Look at that. Unbelievable. And getting close to the wall there. Watch the catch fence. And he's going to slam it down. He'll go back and try it one more time here. Here, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are underway in the chain race. There you see those front tires are squealing as they try to get up to speed and get the momentum going. It's all about that lead car setting the pace, and again that back car just kind of along for the ride, and you want to just try to stay as much in the tire tracks like as you would see almost in NASCAR, like when they're running at Daytona. You want to stay right tucked up right behind them and draft with them almost, and you want to kind of stay as much of the way and as little tension on the steering wheel as you possibly can if you're that back car. So see up front, not having many issues with the 48 machine. 48's doing a great job. So Bigfoot Taylor in the 488, and it's Hannah Groves in that 000 in the Jurassic Park SUV, the old Explorer. And coming to the white flag as Bigfoot Taylor in the 488. Putting on an absolute clinic in how you get it done in one of these chain races. And coming through turns 3 and 4. What a drive, what a performance by Bigfoot Taylor. Gonna take the checkered flag in the chain race. Gonna win by about half the length of the Freedom Factory, about a half a speedway, and coming around to round it out, the 000, the Jurassic Park of Hannah Graves. Freedom Factory. factory. Let's count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're underway. And there you see, already slipping and sliding, and there go the sparks. Seth Kavanaugh in the 3, Raymond Rogers in the 48, and Aaron Yankee in the 5Y will be the 3 participants in the skid race, in the skid car race. 4 laps going to be the distance, trying to make their way around the track. And it's going to be a little treacherous in some spots down there in turn 1 and 2, especially trying to work through some of the patches and some of the bumps some of the bumps down there through turns 1 and 2. Turn 3 and 4 might be a little bit smoother, especially if you can kind of get up in that patchwork that they've got right through the middle of the racetrack, kind of right there about a groove and a half up off the bottom of the racetrack. But so far, it's all Seth Kavanaugh. He's got about a straightaway and some lead over the 5, but around he goes. Kavanaugh's around in 1 and 2. This is going to allow Aaron Yankee a chance to close in. Raymond Rogers, that car just cannot seem to get going, and he's pulled it down into the infield. So Kavanaugh with the advantage, trying to open it back up again after that spin he had down at 1 and 2, and so far so good through 3 and 4. Make a Dale Sr. proud in that Wrangler number 3. Kavanaugh coming back to the line. 2 laps to go for the 3, and he continues to extend his lead over the 5Y of Aaron Yankee. Christensen's got it, or rather Kavanaugh has got it all the way up to the outside wall there through turn number 2. Straightens it back up down the straightaway. Yankee kind of going a little bit lower through the middle portion of the track, but unable to make up ground as Kavanaugh continues to lead. Coming down the front straightaway, the white flag in air. AJ showing him the white flag. Christensen, I keep saying that. Kavanaugh in the number 3. No trouble so far other than that 1 spin, but he was not hampered as he was able to get it turned around quickly and fired off and headed into the right direction. Yankee going to give it one last go as the sparks shower out of turn number 4. Seth Kavanaugh in the number 3 is going to win the skid car race. Yankee gives it a valiant effort, but it's going to bring it home in second. And Kavanaugh spins it out down into turn number 1 to celebrate his win. In the cars there, how far is Chris going to go as he gets ready to head towards the ramp? Get your cameras out, get your phones ready. Here comes Chris as he is headed for the ramp. And oh no, just psych, just get in. And he's going to try it again here as he sizes things up in turns 3 and 4. All the way up against the outside wall. Is this going to be the time? Here comes Chris headed down towards the ramp. Here he goes. End over end, Chris lands on all 4 wheels. And look at that, climbing out, Chris Morena! Down around the speedway, and now we get this new I was wondering what the heck are they going to do here. Well, let's take a look here as Shannon and Sawyer get ready to attempt something down here. Keep an eye down here in turn number 4, making their way across the front stretch. What are they going to possibly do? Up and over! Shannon and Sawyer Schmidtman Side saddle. Shannon, a little fist pump there. The Twin Stunts motor. Ready to go with some more racing action coming your way. A little wheelie all the way back to the pit area doesn't hurt. Drivers look to be in position and ready to go. Race fans, are you guys ready to see the flagpole race? All right, I need your help. Let's get ready. Let's count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're green in the flagpole race. Off they go into turns 1 and 2. Ray Rogers in the 48. Bigfoot Taylor in the 488. Zachary Curtis in the 63 are going to set the pace. William Hyman in the 89. Here they come. Cars already spinning. They're not even going around the flagpole yet. Complete and utter chaos. Who's going to come out on the other side? Looks like cars getting together. Everybody trying to get through. Raymond Rogers is going to come out with the early lead. It'll be Edgar Summit in second, William Hyman in third, Zachary Curtis fourth, and Aaron Yankee, your top five. And now as the field starts to spread out, now you got a little strategy. You can slow up and speed up if you need to, and that's exactly what the leader does. But because did he wait too long? Yes, he did. We've got a lead change, 3 wide, now possibly 4 wide for the lead. Rogers going to try to hang on to the top spot, but here comes Zachary Curtis by the start-finish line that time by a nose and able to get out in front. You see what happens if you hesitate too long when you go around the flagpole. What can happen? Sometimes you just got to kind of commit and to keep going to it. A little bit of a gap here, but you've got to be smart. And again, everybody kind of on the binders, trying to find an opening, find a gap, and work their way through as Curtis is going to get out and get clear first. So what Curtis is hoping is that he continues to stretch his lead and that gap from about 5th to 6th kind of spreads out and opens up a little bit of a gap, because that means he can just go right around the flagpole and keep on going. And looky there, Curtis found a good gap as Cletus hard on the brakes there, almost got into our top 2 cars. And it looks like we may have a car that's on fire a little bit. And it looks like the 5 wide Aaron Yankee had a little bit of a fire in the car. And it looks like we may have a car stopped and stalled. That looks to be the 13 of Michael Johnson. We'll see if that'll bring out a red or if we'll continue on. Oh my goodness, complete chaos. Cletus getting into the back of the 5. And that 13 car continuing to sit there. Driver's side not exposed as of yet, so they're going to keep the car there for now. We'll see if he's able to get it fired and get it rolling again. Again, Zachary Curtis, Raymond Rogers, William Hyman, the top 3. The tadpole car going around in the middle of the infield. As you see, Curtis and Rogers are really putting on a great show up front. You see all the parts and pieces there in the middle of the infield starting to come off some of the cars for some of the contact that's been made. So we're 6 laps in the books so far. Zachary Curtis showing the way. And you can see that 13 car probably not going anywhere. That right front is all sorts of bent and messed up. So that 13 car is probably going to be stuck there for the duration of this race. And now, because of how spread out the field is, this is a big advantage for the leader to where he's going to have plenty of clean track. Now it's for the drivers that are back in 4th, 5th, 6th. You've got clean track as well. You've got to try to take advantage of that as well and see if you can't gain on the leader here in the closing laps. 25 car nearly going around, coming into the infield section. That's David Leclerc in the 25, and it looks like our second place car of Raymond Rogers had a little trouble there getting through the flagpole as Zachary Curtis continues to stretch the lead. Curtis felt like he got robbed earlier in the wore-off I-4 Enduro race, but now he's really flexing his muscle here as he's got the entire length of turns 1 and 2 back to second place. Raymond Rogers, who's locked in a great battle with the Enduro winner from earlier, the 89 of William Hindman. And that 13 car, you either got to go to the outside or the inside of the 25 of Leclerc. Backs it right up against the tires, and Cletus McFarland having to take evasive maneuvers, able to work his way through in his Crown Vic. And he's going to continue on. Cletus there, you see, getting around the 98 machine of Mubix. William Hindman, the 89, trying to make the move here in the 48. Contact between Rogers and Hindman is now the 89 of Hindman being shown your second place car. But so far it's been all Zachary Curtis out front, and he's got a pretty sizable lead right now, almost 5 seconds of a gap back to second place. So 10 laps in the books. Getting ready to work lap 11 this next time by. And these drivers, considering that there's been a parked car just to the outside of the flagpole in the center, that they've been able to continue on. It looks like a couple more cars having problems. That looks like Bigfoot Taylor, the 488, has pulled off. All sorts of parts and pieces flying around, and it looks like the 48, the second place car, looks like that car overheating. He and Hindman going at it. As you see the smoke and the steam pouring out of the 48 car, as Hindman continues to pull away for second. Curtis just wants to see this one stay clean and green the rest of the way. And I think that 48, I mean, I don't know how much water's left in that thing, if it can still push steam or not, but it still is. Come to 2 laps to go, and Zachary Curtis has got this thing on cruise control. He's continued to open up his lead, and I think the 48 might have finally met its match. The 48 of Raymond Rogers off of the pace. You saw a ton of fluid pouring out of the bottom of that car, and I think that 48 car's gone about as far as it's going to go here tonight. He's got it settled up on the top side of turn number 4 is Zachary Curtis, and now up into second, we've got, unless we've got a transponder down, we've got Cletus McFarland being shown in the second spot. Raymond Rogers in the 48, looks like he may have had some issues and some troubles that's got him moved back into the 5th spot. And coming to the white flag, Zach Curtis already just about through this lap as we've got Cletus McFarland trying to round out the top 2. But up on the speedway, coming by the start-finish line, Zachary Curtis is going to get it done in the flagpole race. Huge lead for the 63 of Curtis. The 89 of William Hindman could not keep going. Looks like the 48 got it back going once again. And here comes Cletus coming around. Cletus is going to be your second place finisher with everybody having trouble in front of him. And Cletus going to try to... AJ getting ready to turn them loose. Green flag is out. Here we go, folks. It's time. We are school bus figure 8 racing here at the Freedom Factory. These first few laps is going to be getting up to speed, but once the field starts spreading out, that's when things are going to get crazy. You can already see them going 3 wide up onto the speedway, already picking up the pace and heading down through the intersection for the first time. It's going to be the 5 bus of David Kidd with the early advantage, and some of these buses at the tail end have got to get going here. They're going to be amazed at how quick the front of the field is going to get towards them in the intersection. Got the 18 of Jason Cleater-Heater running second right now. Got some great shots from inside the buses with some of the GoPros some of the cameras they've got set up in there. Froggy in the number 10 bus currently in third. JH Diesel in the 88 trying to make the move up into third. Gotta watch it as they're coming up onto the banking here. That turn, it gets tight in a hurry. And I think maybe 1 or 2 more laps. I think we might be having some intersection action coming up here. As our leader out onto the speedway getting ready to come back into the intersection. Here they come. It's going to be close. Oh, man. And it's only going to get more intense as the laps wind down. Jason Cleater-Heater trying to make a move. Trying to get around the 5 of David Kidd. Here come the leaders back down through the intersection. Is somebody going to yield? Diving in and out. Unbelievable. How did they not make contact there? Got to watch out for some of those parked cars that are down there in the intersection, so they've only got a little bit of a narrow gap for them to try to navigate through, so they can't really cut the corner. We got one bus, Cletus, making contact with the 10 bus. Thought the 10 might have gone around there for a second. Dodging buses left and right. But everybody continues on.
Coming up on lap 4.
Getting ready to complete 4 laps. David Kidd continuing to show the way in the 5 bus. As the field is strung out into about 2 or 3 different packs of buses right now. Keep an eye here on this 18 bus of Jason Cleater-Heater making a move on the outside, as it looks like the 5 bus of David Kidd is off the pace. And we've got a new leader, and problems at the intersection. How do they get through? So new second place bus now as well. Here comes the 88 JH Diesel on the move into second, and here comes the 93 of Smiley. And some of these buses are having to pump the brakes and try to navigate through the middle here. Coming up on lap traffic now, the buses are having to not only dodge the buses in the intersection, but they're trying to pass buses, and if you're that bus on the inside, are you going to have room to be able to see who's coming? But so far, it looks like the 18, Jason Cleater-Heater, showing the way. But a battle for the lead. Here comes JH Diesel in the green 88 bus, side by side, coming towards the X. And they got Smiley coming up in the 93. So there you see your top 3 right there. It's like the 69 bus of Speedo looks like a little problem there, as that bus pouring out some smoke might be off the pace just a little bit. So the field's kind of strung out a little bit now, so we'll see if the leaders are able to pick up the pace a little bit and cut the gap a little bit. And some of these buses near the back, they've got to be very, very aware of buses coming through in the middle. That was a close one there, the 69 and the 5. I don't know if the 5 knew other buses were coming the other way. He had the 69 bus kind of set a pick for him. And what a battle we have got going up front. Bus is slamming on the brakes, coming towards the X. Look out! And the 88 trying to hang on to the second spot, but it looks like the blue bus, the 93 is Smiley, might be capturing the second spot. It's exactly what the 18, Jason Heater wants to see that. And now he's going to have a little bit of a gap, making it as close as he can there coming through the intersection.
That was lap 9.
So 9 laps in the books. Getting down to it here. We're going to have an interesting battle here for the final few laps. Jason Heater showing the way, but the 93 of Smiley trying to make a move here for the race lead, coming down through the intersection. Jason trying to hang on to the race lead in that 18 bus, but Smiley coming up around the outside, got a lot of momentum built up as they come towards the intersection. What are they going to do? They somehow get through. But we got a new leader, and the 18 is going to drop back to third. J.H. Diesel up into second as we've got new first and second place buses. Couple buses getting together as it looked like the 69 slowed up in front of the 5 with the rest of the field coming through, and he wasn't quite ready for it. That 69 bus pouring out a ton of smoke, and the more buses getting together coming through the intersection.
What's that?
That looked like the cool bus, Jack, Stan, Jimmy getting together a little bit.
That is correct.
And now the 18, Jason, and the Heater trying to get that second spot back from J.H. Diesel. If they were giving out a prize who's been on the horn the most, I definitely think Cletus has won that one. I think he's been on the horn about every single time he's come through the X, letting them know he's coming through. Train's a coming, you better get off the tracks. Smiley again continuing to lead. J.H. Diesel trying to hang on to that second spot, trying to get around the lap truck, the 69 bus, and they are going to issue the black flag to the 69 because a little bit off the pace and unfortunately just not kind of getting out of the way of the leaders and letting them through. So the 69 bus going way up the racetrack probably might have made a little contact with the outside wall, and Smiley, our leader, nearly getting together with Cletus McFarland coming through the intersection. White flag is in the air for Smiley. One more time around. Can they survive another trip through the intersection? And that 69 bus, that's not really a great spot to be parked. The leader, Smiley, coming through, taking evasive action, and Cletus McFarland nearly getting together. J.H. Diesel looking to hang on to the second spot as Jason Heater holds down the third spot, but getting ready to come back through the intersection one more time. Give it up for the 93 of Smiley, your school bus figure 8 winner. So Smiley in the blue 93 gets it done. As the checkered flag waves and all the drivers take their buses through the loop one more time. J.H. Diesel brings it home in second. Jason Heater in the 18X, or rather in the 18 machine, comes home third. But it's Smiley in the 93 that's going to get the trophy and the checkered flag here tonight in our school bus figure trailer race, and we're going to need your help. Let's count them down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are underway with the trailer race. So 63 of Curtis out in front looking for another win here tonight, and let's see how long these boat trailers hang on. Curtis with a pretty nice commanding lead out front so far. They come by and lead the opening lap. Then you'll have the 71 machine of Jacob Smalley. And it looks like a couple of cars already having a little bit of issues. Looks like the 3 of Seth Kavanaugh, who we saw win the skid race, and it looks like the 3 is headed for the infield. And he's going to see maybe if he can continue on or not. Nope, he's going to park it right there. Good battle for the second spot here. Looks like the 02 machine moving up into the second spot. In the books, and it looks like the Steps towing truck, or the car, the number 40, looks like the right rear tire definitely down on that one as the sparks showering around. This is definitely not the skid race. And Curtis continuing to show the way. So I believe it's going to be the 102 machine, James Donnelly. I'm looking at my sheet right here, running in third, but out front still, it's going to be the 73 of Zach Curtis, and some of these trailers are faring better than others. As we get ready to come to the white flag. And Zach Curtis trying to have one heck of a night here tonight. Winner earlier, could have won 2 events earlier, but going to try to get it done here in the trailer race coming around. Zach Curtis going to get it done once again, and he's going to hold off the 71 of Jacob Smalley. And the 102 is going to come around and finish in third of James Donnelly. So Zach Curtis going to take home yet again another trophy here tonight, as he's definitely been the standout. Here at the Freedom Factory, Tour of Destruction, get ready to go. Let's count them down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's Demo Derby time. Again, they're wanting drivers to, you're going to see them typically use the back end of the car to try to preserve the front part of the car, make sure the motor keeps running, don't bust the radiator out on it. But you, as the car trying to go on offense, you're going to certainly try to hit that other car in the front if you possibly can to try to bust the radiator loose. Remember, they are going to keep an eye on drivers, try not to hit in the driver's side door, and they got to try to stay confined into this area here on the burnout pad. As Aaron Yankee, the 5Y in that PT Cruiser, with a big hit right there. And he's going to pull the couple of cars up onto the front of the track. And now Yankee's going to take a big hit himself. 510 and the 5 nearly getting together there. Mark McDonald awful close to landing a big hit, and Yankee gets hit in the right rear pretty good there. There's a big hit to the front of the number 5 machine. And you see, we've got our first casualty, first bumper coming off. A couple of cars look like they may have kind of jumped out of bounds a little bit, trying to get backed in again. Ooh, big hit here in the front stretch. Yankee, there goes his back bumper hanging on, or rather, excuse me, Yankee's back bumper already gone. The 510 to McDonald with a big hit. It was the Tadpole machine That back bumper barely hanging on. And now there's all sorts of debris in there that you could possibly run over. Big hit there, the tadpole. He went for broke there. Delivered a huge shot. That the biggest hit of the night so far there, but everybody able to continue on somehow. Oh, tadpole again with another big hit. Oh, Yankee with a big shot there in the front of the tadpole car. And now we're starting to see some seeing some parts and pieces flying off the cars. Curious to see if all these tires are going to stay up now with all the debris that's out there as Yankee delivers a huge shot. Great shot from up above in our drone shot, seeing exactly what these drivers see from above. Currently looks like 3 cars still moving. A couple of cars maybe taking a little evaluation, see if they can get their car rolling again or not. But it looks like we're down to 3. Looks like we're down to 3 remaining cars. Yankee in the 5 wide continuing on. And it's Raymond Rogers. Oh, big shot there. Raymond Rogers getting nailed by the 5 wide. Down to our final 3 competitors here in our Demolition Derby. Yankee, Rogers, and Mark McDonald. McDonald and Rogers again coming together in the middle here as Yankee trying to go on offense, kind of almost like a see, this is when it gets interesting when it's 3 cars like this. You almost want to maybe try to team up with another guy, maybe try to take out the other car, maybe go a little 2-for-1 special, and Yankee delivers a big shot to the left rear of the 510. See some steam starting to pour out of that 5 wide of Yankee. Oh, and a big shot there in the front, and that's not what you want to see because that's going to mess up your own chances there if you go on the offense with the front of the car. And it looks like both cars might be stuck together a little bit there as the bumpers have hooked. And here comes Yankee trying to deliver a big hit. Luckily just hits the left rear, didn't make a driver's side hit there. That would have been a penalty against the 5 wide. And as Yankee tries to get back going again, and now the 510 is pouring a lot of steam out of the front of that machine as his days and his minutes are limited in that machine. Yankee trying to come again. Looks like something may have come out of one of the cars there. And that 510 has got to be just about done. A lot of fluid pouring from the 40 as Rogers gets nailed. And Yankee kind of pinned himself in the back there, got really lucky that the 510 and the 40, and they have exceeded track limits here. I'll be curious to see what the officials do here as both drivers have kind of gotten out of the way here. As Yankee's kind of all by himself here, we'll see if he can't get geared up for a hit here or for an attack. And here comes Yankee, delivers it square to the 410 there, or to the 40 rather, but the 510 couldn't make a shot there because he was right there by the driver's door. of smoke and a lot of steam pouring out of the front of that 510 machine of Mark McDonald. Big shot there. Sounds like a tire may have gone down. And now Yankee, he's starting to pour a lot of steam out of the front of that car. It's been these three same cars for quite a while here. I'm surprised some of them have lasted as long as they have. And I think the 510 might be done for, so Mark McDonald might be done. It's like a tire coming off one of the cars, and it's down to our final two. Aaron Yankee and Raymond Rogers, the final two competitors to try to settle it here in our Demolition Derby. Yankee with a big hit there, but only to the right rear of the 40. He's got to try to make contact up near the front of that car if he can, and you can see the 40, that one of the wheels completely came off. The rim and the tire, the rim all still on there, but the tire completely came off. That's cool how that happened. Yankee trying to set him up here. And, ooh, that was close. 40 just missed delivering a shot to the back of the 5Y as they're trying to size each other up here. Here comes Yankee. Big hit there. Trying to finish off the 40. And having that right rear tire down might hamper him just a little bit. It looks like the right front tire now down significantly on the 40. Yankee trying to set him up for him and pirouettes around him and misses him. Oh, I thought the 5Y might have got stuck there for a second, kind of boxing himself in the back of the burnout pad, and the 5Y now getting kind of pinned up against another car. Not a whole lot of room for these guys to operate back there, so we'll see if they can't get cleared out there and get a little space, a little room, as both drivers continue on. And now using the front of the car goes the 40 of Mark McDonald. Typically not what you want to see, but trying to do anything and everything he can to try to end the night for Aaron Yankee. Both drivers facing each other front ways. Yankee trying to get him pinned back there up against the 000. Hannah Graves and Yankee and McDonald both just kind of staring each other down there, trying to figure out who's going to make a move. And Yankee doing everything he can to try to avoid him, doing a pretty good job. You can't catch me. A little bit of a hit there, but nothing to stop the 5Y. Both drivers are doing a good job of moving together at the same time and trying to almost kind of move at the same speed. The last thing you want to do is be standing still when the other car have a ton of momentum and come in and deliver kind of a devastating blow that could potentially end your night. As Yankee misses to the left rear. And now I think a lot of this is going to come down to, with a lot of these cars, they've been pushing a lot of fluid, steaming quite a bit. These motors have got to be pretty wore out. Are these motors going to survive these final few moments of this Demolition Derby? Oh no, I thought the 40 was going to be stopped there, but he gets it fired and gets it rolling again. And there he goes, makes some contact to the front of the 5Y. See if Yankee can get it turned around the other way and make some contact with the rear of the car instead of the front. But for McDonald, that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants to try to keep Yankee in that same position, but now Yankee looks like he's moving away, and it's the 40. Is he going to get it moving here? Is Yankee going to try to deliver one more blow here? He's going to try to go for the front of the car, and he makes one more hit on the 40. If the 40 can't move, that's going to be it for the 5Y of Yankee. And I think that might be it. Can the 40 get it going? No, he can't. Oh, nope, he's got it moving again. He's not done yet. Just kidding. The 40, Mark McDonald not giving up. Aaron Yankee pulling out all the stops, trying to get that 40 to stop moving. Is Yankee setting him up for one final blow here? And the 40's kind of stuck, and he's trying to hit him up in the left front away from the driver's side. And I don't know if that 40's going to move anymore. He has got the thing all sorts of tore up, and he's just trying anything and everything he can to keep it going. Yankee with another big hit to the left front, trying to get that car pinned. Somehow the 40, it's not going to turn a whole lot. There it goes. Yankee had to back off there, didn't want to make a hit with the driver's side door. I just don't know how either of these cars are still running. This is incredible. Yankee with a hit to the left rear. Right front tire on the 5Y, barely hanging on. And Yankee going to try to set him up here. 40 gets away for the most part. Big hit there. But both drivers still going on. And Yankee trying to make some final contact to the front of that car to try to put the 40 of Mark McDonald out of the, or rather, excuse me, I keep saying McDonald, it's the 40 of Raymond Rogers. I apologize. Got my numbers mixed up there. So again, Raymond Rogers in the 40 just continuing to give up, or not give up here tonight. And Aaron Yankee, seen him win several of these Demo Derby races through competitions throughout the year. Can he get another one here tonight? And Yankee going to try to get one more big hit there to the left rear. Will that be it for the 40? Nope, the 40 of Rogers continues to move on. Just trying to move the boundary a little bit, try to create a little bit more space. You know, I got some more room to move around, a little more elbow room, I guess. And Yankees lurking, here he comes. No, been a good defensive position there by the 40 of Raymond Rogers to not let him get to the front of the car. The only place that Yankee can really make contact is the left rear or the rear of the car with the way the 40 of Rogers is positioned. So he's going to try to get him here. And they are going to wave the checkered flag. And that is going to do it. Aaron Yankee in the 5Y, your Demolition Derby winner here tonight for the Tour of Destruction and the Freedom